I really love the Lord.
I want to call you to Genesis. And again, as we said on last night, if it's hard to find Genesis, you have a problem. Genesis chapter 4. Genesis chapter 4. Beginning at verse number 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother keeper? No. And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cries unto me from the ground. And now thou art cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. Fugitive, vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. And I want to lift that verse for consideration. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. I want to talk for a little while about unbearable punishment. Unbearable punishment. My proposition is receive Jesus as your solution. But our subject is unbearable punishment. If you don't mind helping me, turn to the person next to you, and Pastor's going to talk about unbearable punishment. Another side, then Pastor's going to talk about unbearable punishment. Amen. You may be seated. All right. It's amazing that Cain's concern was selfish. He had nothing to say about what he did. He killed his brother. But he has nothing to say about what he did.
Come on, Pastor.
What he says is his punishment is too much to bear. And I'm almost certain in my mind that if Abel had the choice, he would take what his punishment was
My Lord, my Lord.
over the one he got.
Yes, you would.
Sometimes our biggest problem is we take everything else into consideration, but never the thing we have done. Help me somebody. We can see what we are enduring, but we have a problem seeing why we're enduring what we have to endure. Abel got the first surprise because he probably never thought that his older brother was walking him into the field to kill him. Never had any idea. This is my brother. This is my oldest brother. This is one I look up to, and surely he has my best interest in mind. Yeah, that's what folk gonna think about you. Cain was selfish, thought only about himself, and walked his baby brother out in the field and killed him. Wouldn't kill him in the house. Abel probably never imagined that this would be his last walk. This would be the last time he and his brother spend any time together. This would be the last time he would see mama and daddy. He never had any thought. Sometimes you can get blindsided by stuff you never thought would happen. You don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. In fact, you don't know what the day is gonna bring. You got to stay close to the Lord and then take what comes. Because if you check out the story, Abel was close to the Lord.
Yes, he was.
Help me somebody. He never thought that he was leaving home for the last time. Abel and God was on good terms. God was just showing him some respect. And he took note of Abel's offering. Help me somebody. Abel had a good heart. Abel doing the right thing, and yet his life is cut short. I need to tell you, Satan don't care nothing about you. We often tell you he don't like you, he don't like your mama, he don't like your daddy. Which says you can be on good terms with the Lord, and the devil can get into somebody close to you, and they can flip on you simply because they are jealous. Jealousy is a dangerous thing. People are jealous, and when they are jealous, people will hurt you. He was close. He was family. Sometimes you think you're in trouble out the door. Some of the trouble out the door ain't nearly as bad as some of the trouble in the house.
Amen. Preach.
Yeah. Flipped on him just because he was jealous. There's some folk who can't stand to see you do well, being well, and doing good. You ain't bothering nobody. You trying to do what you know you ought to do. You trying to live right. You trying to hold up your end of the story. But there's some folk who are just jealous. There's some folk who can't stand to see you doing well. Some folk who can't stand to see you doing good. And they will take your life. All of us make some bad choices. I know we do. We all make some bad choices. Life has a way of causing us to make some bad choices. We make them. And that's just the way life is. We make some mistakes. We got people we trust that are close to us.
Come on.
That really don't mean us any good.
No, say it. Hey.
There's some people that's close to you that may not mean you any good. I thank God for the prophet. The prophet, he always called me and he always telling me about people. I said, my prophet. And sometimes it's just like he just so close. He just be calling it by the road. I said, how you know? Is you reading my mail? Even deals I be trying to make, he be telling me what I'm going to do. I said, yeah, I already did that. We all know that you can get into more trouble in 1 minute than you can get out of in a lifetime.
Amen.
Sometimes we don't know how bad our bad is until we get the guilty verdict and we are sentenced. Cain didn't know how bad was. He acted like he hadn't done anything. In our story, Cain killed his brother and was totally detached from what he had done. He is disconnected. He's standing apart. He is indifferent and not interested in even talking about it. Don't even talk. Sometimes the worst thing we've done, we don't want to hear no more. We don't want to talk about it. He was walking around like he had done nothing. He hadn't done anything wrong. He's psychologically trying to distance himself, psychologically trying to remove himself from his action. He's mad. He's angry. But he want to act like he the victim.
Come on, Pastor. Make it plain.
He act like he the victim.
Either of you.
And he just killed his brother, buried him and hid him.
Come on now.
He was still angry that the Lord had respect for Abel and his offering. And he had no respect for him and for his offering.
Yes.
Isn't there something? Got mad about the offering.
Come on.
Got mad because his brother gave something better.
Come on, Pastor.
Got mad because his brother had a better heart.
Got me.
Got mad because his brother got closer to God than he did. Some folk just get jealous. Some folk get mad when they see you shout. They don't take all that. Look at them running around. Yeah. Man, because you get close to the Lord and they didn't.
Come on.
He's angry at the Lord. If I can help you. He's angry at the Lord, but he knows it would be futile. It would be foolish to attack the Lord. Sometimes that's what it is. Folk mad with the Lord, but they take it out on whoever's close to them.
Come on. Talk about it.
Like the man came, got fired on the job, and he came home, and the first thing he saw was a cat on the step. He kicked the cat off the step. He mad about what happened on the job, but he kicked the cat. Cain knows he has no power, no authority, and no chance to take out his anger and his vengeance against the Lord. He know that would be a foolish move. He know that ain't gonna work. That dog won't hump.
Come on.
So he takes his anger out on someone else that the Lord loves. Oh, I wish you hear me there. Sometimes the devil, he knows he can't get to God, so he takes it out on somebody the Lord loves. Sometimes people know they can't get to you, so they take it out on your children. Oh, you might as well hear me today. His action is satanic. Because that's exactly what the devil done when he attacked Adam and Eve.
Talk about it.
He had been thrown out of heaven, and he took up residence in the earth. He had no power to contend with the Lord, so he took it out on his creation.
Yes, he did.
Because God thought all he had made was good. He looked at what he done and said it was good. And then after he made everything he made, he created, he made man after his likeness and in his own image and called it the crown of creation. And so the devil said, I know what I'll do. I messed them up. I can't get God, but I messed them up because God thought so much of his creation. He thought he would mess them up. You remember Job, don't you? Job, because God loved Job, because God was so happy with Job's life. The devil said, he's just serving you because you're blessing him.
Come on.
You move those blessings and I'll show you. He will curse you to your face. So I want to tell you, don't just serve the Lord for the good times. Amen. Don't just serve the Lord for the blessings. God needs somebody going to serve him when the road get rough. When folk are talking about him and calling him everything but a child of God. God needs some folk who will hang on in there anyhow. Because God thought so much of Job, the devil jumped on him with all 4 feet. Took all he had. He was a rich man. Took all he had. How would you feel if Lord started bragging on you and the devil jumped on you with all 4 feet and took all you had? Would you still serve him? Job lost 10 children. We get upset when we lose one. Kept on serving the Lord. Lost all of his cattle, all of his sheep, all of his she-asses, and then the devil said, that ain't all, skin for skin. All that a man have will he give for his life. Let me touch his body. Help me, Jesus. Because God thought so much of him.
Yes, he did.
I want to ask you, can the Lord brag on you?
Can he brag?
And still count on you? Because when he starts bragging on you, the devil comes after you.
Yes, he will.
Can he still count on you?
Yeah. Still count.
Trouble on every hand inside. Can he still count on you?
Still count.
Tears locking under your chin. Can he still count on you?
Yes, he can.
That'll help us understand why the devil sometimes is on our trail. While we are under so much attack, while you're going through so much trouble, you and I are not all that important. What the devil is trying to do is to stop God's program. He ain't after you. You just in the way. Why would you hear me today? If God is using you, if he's getting ready to use you, you are in the devil's way. The devil attack you, trying to stop God's program.
Yes.
Let's look at Cain. Cain is being used by the devil. Cain is bitter. And even that bitterness comes from the devil. He's confused. He's full of hate. He's emotionally drained. And he is unstable. He's weak. He's on a fast track to becoming wicked. Because if you don't hurry up and repent, that thing will take over you.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
The Lord told him when he gave his offering that if I don't receive your offering, it's because sin is at the door. The Lord told him, now it's going to be after you, but you must learn to rule over it. And so whatever it is, whatever bitterness it is, whatever trouble you're going through, you've got to learn to rule it. You've got to learn, bring it under control. You've got to learn to take it to Jesus, because you ain't able to handle it by yourself. Yeah, Cain's thoughts are so mixed up in his head that he can't see straight. And sometimes that's what happens to us. We get so angry that we can't see straight. He isolates himself. He's keeping to himself. He don't want to see mama. He don't want to talk to daddy.
Come on.
Because of what he has done. He can't face them. Can't face what he has done. He has no joy. He has no rest. He has no peace. Because he knows they will soon be looking for Abel. He knows they will soon find out what he has done. He knows they will soon find out he buried his brother Abel and hid him well. Then he stayed out of sight. Can I get a witness? The parents assume that both boys are together. Can I get a witness? They were nowhere to be found. They were not where they used to be. They didn't come home for dinner. They didn't sleep at home. Can I get a witness? Cain's plan was just to keep to himself. His plan was well hidden, but the Lord found him. Can I get a witness? How many know you can think you are well hidden? Oh Lord, but the Lord can find you. Can I get a witness? You can't hide from the Lord. I always used to sing, where you going, sinner? You can't hide. No matter where you go, you can't hide. The Lord found him, and when the Lord found him, the Lord's presence was not welcome. Can I get a witness? How do you know that, preacher? The Lord called his name, and he didn't know how to talk to the Lord. When he started talking to the Lord, there was no honor in his words. Can I get a witness? When he started talking to the Lord, there was no respect in his words. When he started talking to the Lord, there was no worship, no adoration in what he said. Yeah, his anger is showing. He's irritated. He is furious. And he's short talking the Lord. He's snappy. Resentful answers. Genesis 4:9 said the Lord asked Cain, where is thy brother? Cain said, what you asking me for? Can I get a witness? I don't know where he is. He ain't with me. Am I? King James said, am I my brother's keeper? You trying to tell me that now I got to look out for him, watch over him? You had more respect for him than you did for me. Let him watch out for himself. Cain is angry. Can I get a witness? Cain is rude. He's disrespectful. But the Lord, talked to him. Verse 10 said, he asked him, because he was so rude, what have you done? I know you've done something because you're so rude. I know you've done something because you're so angry. What you say, how you say, what you say, how you walk before the Lord will tell the Lord who you really are. Can I get a witness? It tells people what kind of person you are. Yeah. In verse 10, listen to the Lord. The Lord saying, I heard you and I heard your brother's voice. Can I tell you? The voice of sin is in every word you say. The voice of sin, of your sin, is in every expression. The voice of your sin is in every emotion. It's in every move you make. So the Lord said, I hear you and I heard the voice of your brother's blood. Your voice is covered in the blood of your brother. His blood is speaking for you. And I get a witness. His blood is speaking for him. His blood is crying out from the ground. Can I get on? What's so interesting about the story? God didn't waste any time calling his parents. Can I get a witness? God didn't waste any time putting together a jury. The Lord pronounces sentence and punishment, and he punished him on the spot. Can I get on? That's what my daddy used to say. He said, you sure out in company, I'm going to get you in company. Can I get on? I'm going to let your friends see just how bad you are. I'm going to get you for embarrassing me in company. So it made you act a little different when you were in company. Because you know Danny wasn't playing. Sometimes we gotta realize God ain't playing. You gotta realize God is serious. God knows what you've done. God knows what you're doing. God knows your skeletons. God knows what you got buried. God knows what you got hidden. Yeah, he said to Cain, because you killed your brother, because you shedded innocent blood, curse, yeah, from the earth, yes, Lord, which opened his mouth to receive thy brother's blood. Why would the Lord curse the earth? Can I get on there? Well, see if I can help you here. Cain was a farmer. Can I get on? That's what he brought before the Lord, and it was beautiful. But sin lied at the door, and so the Lord said, the earth is cursed. Yes, Lord. Whenever you till the ground from now on, the earth will not yield a good crop for you. The earth will yield a poor crop. Your punishment is, yeah, the earth will not yield a full increase. Can I get one there? Goes on to say now, not only will the earth not yield a full increase, but you're going to be a fugitive. Wherever you go looking for better ground, it ain't going to yield either. Wherever you go planting another crop, it ain't going to yield either. You're going to be a fugitive and a vagabond. Yeah, Lord. So Cain said, oh, Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. He said, oh, Lord, my trouble is more than I can handle. Can I get on? Well, we all know that the Lord has a way. He knows where you are. He knows where you're going. He knows where you stay. He knows where you're running. Oh, you can't hide from the Lord. Can I get a witness here? The earth will not give you her favor. The earth will yield poor crops wherever you go. Yes, Lord. Well, I got to get on for him. I need to tell you, sometimes it may seem that we're cursed. Sometimes folks say, I'm going through a tough time. I'm living under a curse. I'm living under a generational curse. I just catching it wherever I go. I just can't catch a break. Can't seem to catch up. I'm always behind. You can't seem to make it. Everything you touch seems to fall apart. You keep, let's see if you mess with you. It's hard to keep a good relationship. Hard keep a good man. Hard keep a good woman. Friends always turn on you. Friends betray you, steal from you. Get a good job, can't keep the job. Buy a new car get repossessed. Get a watch, yeah Lord, and the watch break. The favorite outfit you like, get a stain on it. You can't wear it no more. Yeah, your high heels break on your shoe. Your shoe, coming apart. Can I get away there? Oh, but thank God for Jesus. Can I get away there? Thank God for Jesus, I said. Anybody thank God for Jesus? Yeah, Lord. Yeah. Jesus will break the chain. Jesus will break the curse. Jesus will break the personal curse. Jesus will break the family curse. Jesus will break the generational curse. Jesus will break the curse of poverty. Jesus will break the spirit of witchcraft. Jesus will change your cheating heart. Jesus will fix your lying tongue. Jesus, he came to heal the sick. Yeah, cure all manner of disease. Cast out devils. Give eyes to the blind. Hearing to the deaf. Straighten hands that was withered. He came, make the lame walk. He walked on water. He raised the dead. Oh, because all is sin comes short of the glory of God. The wages of sin was death. Oh, our punishment was too much for us to bear. He came, they stretched him wide out on Calvary. He died for your sin and mine. Jesus is the solution, I tell you. The devil was happy that all had sinned, but Jesus was a perfect sacrifice. He died to forgive your sin. He died, give you the gift of God. He died, give you eternal life. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Anybody glad today? I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad he came. I'm glad he made a way. Took away the sting of death. Took away the victory from the grave. Ain't he good? Ain't he good? Yeah. Oh, I got to leave you alone. Our punishment more than we could bear. But thank God for Jesus. Thank God for Jesus, who is the solution to our problems, to all of our troubles. He's the way maker. He's the one for a time like this. Going through some stuff. But even in God's punishment, there's mercy. He had killed somebody, but he didn't give him the capital punishment. There was mercy. In your tough times, there's mercy. No matter what you're going through, God has some mercy. He has some mercy for you. There's some mercy with your name on it. And he's prepared it just for you. God bless you. God bless you. Come on, give God some praise up in the house. Yeah. Nobody like our God. Right here, we're going to open the doors of church. There might be somebody who want to give their life to Christ. They want to be set free.